Namaste. These video clips are made by the Tat-Tvam-Asi Trust in Chennai for spreading the word that in December on 23rd and 24th, 2017, the Tat-Tvam-Asi Trust and Sri Madhusai Divanapalli's Foundation for Healing Beings, Canada, have jointly organized an international Vedic Astrology conference. Tat-Tvam-Asi Trust was founded by Dr. Sankara Bhagavadpada in January 2011. The present video astrology conference seeks to share the astrology work of the Tat-Tvam-Asi school with participants interested in Vedic astrology. These participants are in India in the conference venue and in many other parts of the world. The conference is organized as a hybrid meeting, teleconference. I am Kannan Subramanian, Secretary and Trustee of Tat-Tvam-Asi Trust, Chennai. Now, textbook says that we should worship deities, and which correspond to various planets, and then the life becomes wonderful. So, how does that our life change by these worships?
Oh, that's a very profound question. Okay. Now, you've got Mercury, let us say. Mercury is weak in your chart. And the deity for Mercury is Vishnu. So the Vishnu energy. So the Vishnu energy is weak in your chart. Now, where is the Vishnu energy strong? The Vishnu energy is strong in a Vishnu temple. And the Vishnu energy is contained in the Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra. And when you do Archana to Bhagavan Vishnu, then the Vishnu energy becomes strong. So, the Vishnu energy is in Tulasi, the herb. So, to strengthen that weak Mercury, you can chant the Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra, either learn it yourself and chant it, 108 names, or study it, need not memorize it, study it, chant it with Shraddha Bhakti Sharanagati, or if you are not able to do that in Sanskrit, then don't worry about it. Just listen to the chant, put it in a mantra machine and just listen. You can also listen from your cell phone. You can have the chant loaded in your thing and you can listen to it. Now those Sanskrit sounds, they're extraordinary sounds. They actually change the wiring of your neuronal network. That is their power. So every day you are listening to Vishnu Sahasranama, they actually change the way your cells will work. Finished. Right. Okay. People don't know this. Every day with your smartphone, you put it, you just listen to the Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra, 108, including the preamble and the Falashruti. The Falashruti is very important because the Falashruti is a direct message to the subconscious. Because you are at the ego level, so you have your own ideas. I told you, you have your own teaching, and you'll follow only that. So something has to be sent into the deeper layers of consciousness, which are more powerful, and therefore the Falashruti is needed, because the Falashruti gives you a promise, it gives you a guarantee that if you do all these things, then you have the Raksha of Bhagavan Vishnu. So you got to read the Falashruti. That's very important. So Vishnu Sahasranama, the preamble, the introduction, and then the Falashruti at the end. And then do it. Actually, the way your brain will work will change, Kamanji. Remedial measures. Similarly, worshipping, doing abhishekas. But if there is no devotion, no sincerity, no shraddha, no bhakti, then it's no use.
It's a feat for the
You might as well go and watch a movie. If you do it, it must come with all the ingredients.
So you also say that mantras in recitation and japa, it also can be used for the remedial measures.
Of course.
That's what you have said.
Of course.
The remedial measures, can they be used for appeasing afflictions also?
Of course. Of course, that's a very important part of the remedial measures. Not only use it for strengthening weak planets, you also use it for appeasing afflictions. Now, what is the difference? Look at the two thoughts. When you have a weak planet and there's an intention that Bhagavan, you have given me less grace here, so please bless me that I'm suffering because of this. I come to you because I'm suffering in my profession. My profession, Lord, is weak, so I need your blessing there. So you are worshipping Subramania Swami or doing something. So that is because it's weak. Now, let's say you have a Virgo ascendant chart, then Mars is a malefic planet. Then Mars is afflicting Venus, let us say. Then now you've understood that there is an affliction in the knowingness. The knowingness is the main thing. You see the affliction in your mental eye, you see it, you see that Venus is afflicted, Venus will become very weak. So you are going to Subramania Swami and you know very well this is a karmic consequence. It's not happened by accident, no. It is probably the sins of the family, the sins of the forefathers. Because of that affliction is there. So you come as a progeny member, you come from the lineage and you say, Kshama kijiye, please forgive us. So I have come to atone, I have come to repent, please be kind to us, please be kind. Now when you mean it, please be kind, boy, it's going to act. You have to mean it. Most people don't mean these things because their gurus or their astrologers, they tell them do this and do that. So mechanically, like robots, you go to the temple. Now you're too busy in your thought, you don't even switch off your cell phone, you're so bad while the puja is going on. And then when you're supposed to speak the actual swasti vachana, the important words, now your mind has gone off somewhere. So obviously you don't mean what you're speaking. So how will you get the grace? The whole thing is a joke. Because you're so distraught. So entire thing hinges on Shraddha, Bhakti, Sharanagati, Sankalpa.
Okay.
So where these four ingredients are missing, nothing will happen.
And they are applicable to the divisional charts as well.
Absolutely. Whatever affliction is there in the Rasi chart, same procedure. Divisional chart, same procedure. Now in your mind you know, I am doing this for the divisional chart. My Navamsha is afflicted. My Dashamsha is afflicted. So the thinking is the key thing. What you think is the key thing. What you think, in that is the key. And now if you don't know that, and you think the power is in the deity, you're finished. That's not the truth.
Coming to the Jyotish Kavach. So how does it work and when should we use it?
Okay, so now all of these remedial measures, let us say somebody has got a weak Mars. Like Chandra's Mars is debilitated and is afflicted by Ketu from the 10th house. So his Mars is weak. So I told Chandra, please worship Subramania Swami one Tuesday every month. Keep on worshipping. It's very good for you. And to strengthen that Mars. And then to relieve the affliction, I say propitiate Ketu, because Ketu is gripping and holding that Mars. What was your question, Kamiji?
Now, when do we use this Kavach?
Yeah. So when you know that Mars is weak for you, then for Chandra, the right thing for him to do is to wear a coral, because that is the stone which has the Mars energy in it. Coral, Japanese coral. Okay. Or he can wear a kavach of Subramania Swami, where the Mars energy is in the form of a numerical yantra, or it is in the form of the mantra of Mars. So you have got to wear that. Now that has to be permanently in the body. Now can we measure it? Now comes the next question. Can we measure by what degrees and by what percentage the Mars energy is augmented because I'm wearing a Mars Kavach? No, it is imperceptible. It is imponderable. You can't measure it. You can't quantify it. But you will see it actually in your life. The more you do with Shraddha, Bhakti, Sharanagati in a selfless way, the results are different when there is a self getting into it. The results are different when there is no self. The thing, when there is no self in it, it's very auspicious.
So one last question. These remedial measures, are they likely to cost a good sum? And for people who are finding it difficult for the normal living, how do they go about this thing?
They are quite cheap actually. Because I'm saying to many of my clients, I'm saying worship Shani Bhagavan on a Saturday every month. One Abhisheka is 300 rupees. Now, everybody can afford this. Now, the question is, you've got to go there, devote 2 hours, then pay attention. And if you are very silent, you'll start weeping when the Abhisheka is going on, because you are able to feel the energy. And so the expense is not a deterrent at all. It doesn't come in the way. These are actually very, very affordable. And this is how punya is earned. You see people with strong planets in their charts. How do you think they got strong planets, Kananji?
The punya.
Punya. Their mother, their father. It comes from the family. So it comes from there. So it's the punya. So that this is punya. So the more there is punya, the better for you and the better for the world. Because you're connected to the world.
So I think you have answered all my questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think we're done with the thing. So thank you, Kananji. Thank you. And thank you both for participating in such a whole-souled way. So thank you.